So just a second before filming a video on GME, I have literally just made one on AMC. We are seeing very similar patterns with both of the stocks, but we can see that GME is moving in a bit of a better way. And the reason why I say that is because with AMC, we saw the sell-off throughout the week and the share price didn't really come back. Looking at GME, however, we can see that the share price from the lows of the week up until the end is actually up by a further 45%. And if we look at the whole 5-day period, we can see, yes, we are still down by about 11% again, which is similar to AMC, but this one pulling itself back up, which is pretty decent in my opinion. Anyway, is GameStop a buy now, or should you avoid this stock? I'm giving you all of my personal thoughts in this video. Do remember, it's only my personal thoughts, nothing more, so make sure to do your own research and all that kind of stuff. But yes, let's start off by looking on the interactive charts at how the stock has been moving in the past 2 to 3 weeks. Well, initially we saw all this hype around this stock once more. We saw this relatively flat period in the middle. As we all know, people were still holding the stock, so people were selling off prior to this, as people were saying, oh well, the short squeeze is over, people aren't interested anymore, and all of that kind of stuff. Actually, that wasn't the case. So many people were still holding that it, kind of attracted more people to buy more GME stock, and even to increase the amount of shares that they have on their position if they do have a position already. But yeah, more people were buying, and subsequently the price continued to rocket once more. Now, where we stand right now, the share price actually fell by quite a lot in the past week or so. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of sell-off, almost consistent. You can see we had a few green days in there, but obviously not very green at all. And even then we had low wicks to the downside, with not really too much to the upside either. So things were pretty red for the past week or so, and I don't think that's too bad. I think looking at what we are seeing on Thursday and then into Friday, we've seen some pretty interesting patterns, and even on the Wednesday we saw some good stuff as well. So if we do get a quick grasp of how things have been moving recently, we want to have a look at the volume for the stock. Now, the average volume that we have been seeing for GME in the past week or so, or at least in the past few weeks, is a volume of a few million. You can see about 150 million here, about 33 million there, 40 million. You can see volume is around the few million mark, in the tens of millions. And actually, when this one started to sell off, volume really did start to step down, all the way down to about 10 million. Again, this is coming down for about 71 million at these highs here. So things really were moving quite slow in comparison to what we have previously seen. Now, on Wednesday, we saw a volume of about 24 million, which was quite back to normal. And again, on the Thursday, things all the way up to 50 million, and Friday brought in about 37 million. So I think this still shows a lot of interest around the stock. I think people are probably still buying this one, but I think that a lot of people are still holding this one. However, the amount of volume in this is still quite active. I think a lot is still on the potential for GME stock. So would I buy this one right now, or would I avoid it? Because we have now seen about a day or two of relatively decent action. Well, despite that, guys, I personally would still not buy this stock at the moment. Again, that's not because I hate the stock, that's not because of anything like that. It's because when we look at the risk to reward, it's a bit too soon, in my opinion, to see where this one is going at the moment. In the processing of editing this video, I thought it was a good idea to come in and add this note. I know people are going to criticise me for saying that this one still does have potential and there is a lot going on behind the scenes. There is a lot going on behind the scenes, and that is a completely different topic for another video. I know this one still does have that potential to explode, but personally what I'm trying to say is I would avoid this one until we find a bottom in the share price, and I just wanted to sum that up very quickly, so thank you. I'll get back to the video. I think anyway this company is a bit risky. People say that the stock is worth about $400 anyway. I can kind of see the argument, but I think it's not really there at the moment. I definitely do believe that there is some potential for it to drop a bit further, but I think even so, we have a strong community behind this stock, and for that reason I am a bit concerned and a bit torn as to whether I think this one is going up or down. So again, if you're looking to buy this one, I would wait until Tuesday. I want to see at least 1 or 2 days of positivity before I would personally get into this one, but that's just my personal thoughts. We already know that GME is quite a risky stock anyway, but right now it is going down at the moment, and of course we just need to wait until the next week or so to see if this community behind it is still as strong as they initially were. So that's my opinion, guys. Thank you for joining me for it. I will see you again very, very soon. Goodbye until then.